Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday morning, which means another day, another weekend of Weekend Wake Up with this guy, Disney World Freak, and some friends. We're going to have we're going to have a friend join us real soon. He's in the background right now. As you can see in the thumbnail, we're going to have Dougie from Walt-O-Grams. As I put it in the thumbnail, we all need a chat with Dougie. Dougie's great, so I can't wait to get that going. First, just love to say it's Mother's Day weekend, so be kind to your mothers. Say hello. I know some of us, our mothers are in quarantine, so it gets a little tougher for this weekend, but we'll find a way to make it special for them. I know I will. Also for my wife, Suzanne. She is a mother. So not my mother, but a mother. So we'll make it special for her too. I know the kids will. I'd like to say also big shout out to Dean at the Live Place, the TV guide of internet streamers, family-friendly streamers on YouTube. So go check out deanattheliveplace.com. Also Dreamers Empire in the chat. And also on YouTube, go check out theliveplace.com. It's got a lot of great content up. A lot of our friends stream along with him. It's awesome. Go check out Dean. And I'll mention it now. Everybody that's watching, you've seen the way I'm dressed. It is cold here right now in New England. In Rhode Island, I have a temperature outside of 36 degrees. I just looked. It is 8 degrees warmer right now in Juneau, Alaska than what it is here. I turned the heat off a little while back. A couple of weeks ago, I refused to turn it back on. And for some reason in this studio, it can't be warmer than right now than 48, 49 degrees. So it's cold. I got a hat on, sweatshirt on, and a long sleeve shirt. So if anybody's questioning why Carlos is dressed like it's the middle of winter, it feels like it in this room. I almost wanted to put gloves on. All right. So guys, that all being said, let's welcome in Dougie, our good friend. Dougie from Walt-O-Grams. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good afternoon to you. I am well but sleepy.
Long night?
Very long week. Very long week. Doing this whole reinvention of self thing, and it's exhausting.
We'll get into that. We will definitely get into that. All right. Let me get into this chat real quick. See some people have woken up with us. Thanks for being here, guys. We have Donna Jaworski, who was first. Thank you, Donna. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Donna, happy Mother's Day. I know I'm a day early, and I'm sure I'll say it again to you tomorrow, but happy Mother's Day, Donna. Karen D., thank you for being here. Karen, another big supporter of my channel. I appreciate it, Karen, for being here. She's another one from across the pond, if I'm correct, right?
She's from further down their part of Scotland.
All right, Glasgow. But she is from over here, that way. Yeah. So that's awesome. Great, Karen. Thank you for being here. VIP Project, Ed and Mindy. Good morning. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Happy Mother's Day to Mindy. Disney Dan. Dan is in the house. Thanks for being here, buddy. Good morning. Tracy Glenn. Good morning, sir. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Karen. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Tina, T. Marie Photography, thank you for waking up with us. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Donna, that's cold. Donna, it's freezing up here. It really is. It's windy. I don't know with this new mic, you might hear the wind because I am literally right in between a couple of windows. To be honest with you, I don't even know if these windows are shut all the way because we had them open for a while when it was warmer. Maybe could explain why it's really cold in this room, but it's cold. It really is. Like I said, it's warmer in Alaska right now. Dougie, what's the temperature out there right now? Because I know Scotland's weather is...
Let me see. So I was looking at this earlier because being British, I'm obsessed with the weather. Oh, wow. It's currently 14 Celsius, which is 58 Fahrenheit. For here, that's warm. That's very warm.
I'd take 58 right now. I believe it was 58 yesterday. It dropped rapidly overnight. I mean, we knew it was coming. And some of our friends, like the Shep family, Disney Nerd heard us, and Do Philly crew, where they are in Massachusetts, they got some snow yesterday, overnight. So it's May, whatever the hell it is, May 9th. It's May 9th, and we're getting snow. So, yeah. Mother Nature has some issues. Hopefully she'll get over it real soon because she is getting on my nerves. Last weekend we were out in shorts and a t-shirt, over by the ocean, and today I had to go dig out some extra layers of clothing just to stream. And I haven't even stepped outside yet. So that's crazy. All right, everybody's just saying hi to each other in the chat. Nobody's news popped in. Hopefully the last of snow. Tina, yeah, hope so, but we'll see. Karen says it's warmer here now, but we're getting snow tonight. Not sure if Dougie is.
No snow forecast for me.
Dougie says no snow for him. Do you get a lot of snow where you are, Dougie?
Not anymore. No, a few years ago, quite a few years ago, must have been 2000 and really, this is really boring. 2012 or something.
Not this boring.
There was a time and it was June and it was snowing, and I was like, "What is going on?" Everything was awful. My heating bill was extortionate because it was June and it was snowing.
Yeah.
So, but no, increasingly less. It's been years since we've had like a big snow.
Yeah. I mean, we're in New England, so we get enough of it. It's been a couple of years since we've gotten a lot of it, but it's this year we didn't get any of it. I think I shoveled once, and that was it. That's, I guess, enough for me. Donna says it's going to be upper 80s here today, but a cold front is coming through with rain, and tomorrow will be low 70s. Yeah, Donna, that's, I feel so bad for you, Donna, for Mother's Day being low 70s. I don't know how you're going to get through it. Donna, I take low 70s for the rest of my life. So low 70s tomorrow after a cold front. I prepare yourself. Hope you guys stay nice and comfy in your air conditioners. So as I put in the thumbnail, I don't want to. I mean, we're going to get off topic a lot today. I'm sure we will stick, or we won't stick to it. We'll throw in some Disney here and there because, I mean, I am a Disney World freak, and it is a Disney channel. But like I put in the thumbnail, we all need a chat with Dougie. I know I do. This is not counting those couple of minutes that Dougie had me on his stream with Paul about a week ago. But this is our second full stream, and to me, Dougie, you're great. I love communicating with you. And I've put it out there. Everybody needs to have a chat with Dougie. So my opinion, everybody should stream with you at least once and just get to know you and just have a conversation, man. You're great. You can carry like a singer. You can carry a tone, man.
Sorry, that's just funny.
Hey, I have weird ways of putting words.
Yeah,
Stephen Michael, welcome in. Go ahead.
I'm glad to be back on. I really enjoyed the first one we did. So,
well, again, thanks for offering to come back on. I know you've offered, you've said any time, so I'm glad once I text you that I messaged you that you said yes. Stephen Michaels, hello again. Hello, gentlemen. Oh, Disney World Free, Donna, saying hi to everybody. Big Noah's in the house. Big Noah Mountain. Thanks for being here. Big Noah, go subscribe to Big Noah. He's got some nice stuff. He's got some great stuff on his channel. I don't like to use the word nice because then it sounds like I'm not really giving him the props that he deserves, but he's got some great stuff on his channel. And he's very close to 1,000. Noah, I haven't checked this morning how close you are. I know when I shared you out on Twitter, you're right around 50 or 49. So let us know in the chat how close you are to 1K. And if you haven't subscribed to Noah, go check out his channel and give him a subscribe and a follow. Big Noah is a big part of our community. I see him everywhere. He's always on Twitter too, putting these lists of channels out. people he supports, and it's, Noah deserves the support right back that he gives out to everybody else. So go check
I think
him out.
he's 38 away by my count.
38 away. Noah, you're
Very
getting there,
close.
buddy. You're 38, man. That's great. I can't wait till I get like 200 away or 300 away instead of the 785. Yeah, and it's sad that I know this number by heart, but I'm 785 away. So, but slowly but surely, I've spoken about numbers many times. Numbers matter, but not. I'm not. And he's not in the chat yet, or even if he pops in. But Nick put something on Twitter, Magical News Live, about growing channels and the right way of growing channels, and none of the sub for sub. And I agree heartily with them. There are channels out there, and it's people in our community, people we know. I won't mention names, but you know who I'm talking about.
We've talked about
me and you have talking about this, and the people in the chat know who I'm talking about because I've spoken to other people about it. This person, that's all he does. Well, now I gave most of it away. That's all he does, and it's sad how it's jumped so high. I looked at my numbers this morning. I got an email from YouTube Buddy or whatever, what it's called, and I had 23 new subscribers in the last 28 days. I'm sorry. To me, that's great. I loved it. That's fine. I've always said that 3 to 5 subscribers a week, I'm happy with. I don't need 100 new subscribers this week and 200 next month because of sub for sub. It ain't.
And I'd much rather have 200-300 real subscribers than, let's just say, a random number, 10,000. Fake ones.
No, exactly. And you brought up, and let me welcome in Pam's fan. Pam, welcome in, dear. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Good morning. Ed, I believe it's Ed. Ed just said that really people are doing stuff for sub in our community. Ed, I'm going to take that as sarcastic because I'm sure they are. But in our community, a couple of people we really know. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, send me a message. I don't mind telling you because it bugs me that much. It really does. I am doing this I can honestly say, and I know a lot of channels can, and you're one of them. We're doing this because we like to. We're doing this because it's fun. I'm not here to make a dime. I've never even brought it up, but I'll bring it up now because I'm on the subject. I'm far away from doing super chats or anything. I do have a PayPal account. It's in my description on my channel, but I don't shout it out. I think this is the first time I've ever even mentioned it. I have one. It's there, but I've always had a PayPal account. I've just finally attached it to the channel. But I'm not here for that. I'm here because I enjoy communicating with you, Dougie, streaming with Disney Dan, and everybody that's had me on, and in the future, the other channels that will have me on. I'm doing this, and I have my channel too to talk to even the people that won't have me on or haven't, like not the Walt-O-Grams, that's you, the Walt twins. Have you seen the Walt twins yet?
Yeah.
I mean, those guys, they're funny as hell. They're great together. Their content, which I enjoy, I love, is food. And they're a blast. I love jumping in their chat and just talking to them. They talk to me in their chat. It's great. And it's another smaller channel that's just growing, the right way.
No,
just like everybody in this chat.
They're fantastic. I keep looking for as stupid as this is, I keep trying to find my Superman shirt just to sit and watch them. Join in.
Those two guys, they're awesome. They really are. But this came up because, like I said, with Noah is 38 away from 1,000. He's growing his channel the way he has. I'm sure if he was doing sub for sub, he would have been past 1,000 a long time ago. So I know he's not. I know I'm not. I've had requests. Just in my last video, there was somebody that posted a comment. I'm new, but I've learned, the way certain phrases and words come out. what they're looking for. And I won't even respond to them. A couple of comments. Oh, do you want to be friends? No, I don't want to be friends. I don't. I know what that means. No, I'm not subbing to you. I don't need you. And actually I did reply to him. I says, I don't do sub for sub. I don't do this. If you want to, watch my videos and be a subscriber, great. If not, no worries. I'll go from 215 to 214. That's fine. Eventually I'll be back at 215, 216, and so on. It's not a big deal. Try to follow the chat. I know Fire just put something else. I don't want to lose it, but I lost it here. Darn it. Darn it. Hold on a sec. Where are you? I'm going to try to pop it up. Slow computer, folks. Must be the cold in here. Oh, where is it? Oh, my God. Oh, sorry, guys. But whatever. Viapi, I think it's very healthy and normal to want to see your channel grow. Your channel will grow organically and with no need for sub. Ed, that's exactly what I've brought up many times. Why is it not highlighting on my computer? There it is. What I just said, I've said many times. Dougie's heard it before, and everybody in this chat has heard me say it before on my other streams. I'm happy with 2 to 5. Let's put that number out. Subscribers a week. That's not a lot. It's really not. And I'll bring up Resort TV 1. Just yesterday, they were shooting for that. They were 100 away or a little under from the 90K. And a big congrats to Josh and Jenna, what a lot of people call the mothership. It's true. Without them, we wouldn't have known, any of us. I wouldn't know anybody in this chat. I wouldn't know Dougie. So yes, the mothership has reached 90,000. And that's great. He got 90 subscribers yesterday alone. But again, I don't compare myself to anybody, and especially them. So to grow like that, to get that many subscribers, you have to have a lot of people watching, and they do, and a lot of people sharing them out. I have right now 11 people or 12 people watching. I have all you kind people who do share me out on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, and I appreciate it. I really do, and that's how I want to grow. I don't want to grow fast, because then I know, like Dougie, you brought it up. You brought it up the last stream about your channel, how you want to delete your channel, start it over, because you don't believe your numbers are correct for the people that actually.
No, I know that. I know they're not. I mean, my channel is old, and there are a lot of people who are subscribed to my channel who are dead accounts or just aren't active and stuff anymore. There is a temptation just to scrap it and start again, but then I'd have to upload what I have again, and I can't be bothered. So right. Now and then YouTube will purge and get rid of them slowly, and that's fine. And I'll slowly get a more accurate understanding of what's going on.
Right. Well, even my 215, I know a couple of them are like parody accounts. I'll say it. 2 of them are mine. I have, I don't want to say, whatever, it's already out there. I do have alter ego accounts for other channels, that, we all like playing that game. And so I play along, and I have 2 of them. I won't say who they are, so that you're not going to get out of me. But, but I also subscribe to myself using them. So, yeah, out of my 215, I'm hoping 175 is real, which is the people in this chat, people in, in other streams. But I'm sure there's a good, and I'll throw that number out there, 30 something, 40 subscribers that, just, I'm not going to say fake accounts, but people that have probably never watched a video, never pop in, people I probably haven't even seen in other streams. But again, and I just want to read this one. A few moments ago when I started this thing, I had comments saying, let's be friends. I was so excited until I understood yeah, exactly. I've gotten a few of those, and yeah, Tina, you just realize what they are. It's people wanting sub for sub. I've had people comment outright, I have a channel, follow me and I'll follow you. I mean, they're just blunt about it. They don't even hide the fact that that's what they want to do, that they want to sub for sub. If you're that desperate to get subs, and I hate putting it out this way, I have no filter. If Suzanne was on, she would tell you, no, Carlos has no filter. I am very polite on streams with everybody. I know how to control myself on streams, but I have no filter. So if I offend this in any way, it's really not in an offensive way. But if you're that desperate to make a dime off of YouTube, that's sad. It really is. If you need to, if it's all about the numbers, because that's what that is. Those people are just about the numbers, not about their content. They'll put anything out just to say, okay, look, I have this content out, and they just want the subs, because we all know the more subs, the more play time on YouTube, the more it's a money game. It really is. And if that's the case, then I feel for you. I feel bad for you. I am not one of those. I will not be one of those. I'd rather shut my channel down and just, use a parody account and just to be able to chat with you, in chat, or follow Resort TV One, and stuff like that, or Tracy or Viapre. I know I keep bringing up Josh and Jenna, but all your channels, if that's the case, I'll stop. I'd rather stop putting these videos out and doing a live streaming than anything. I know my videos ain't great. Right now they're just food vlogs and whatnot, but I've also explained I don't have the content right now or the ability to put content out. I've gotten some great advice. Mouse Talk is in the house. Welcome in, Mouse Talk. Thanks for being here. Real quick, if anybody didn't see the thumbnail, it's a chat with Dougie, even though Dougie hasn't said much yet, because I am on a rant right now. But that's what it's going to be right now today. It's just a conversation between me and Dougie. We have a lot of things that we can talk about. Right now, this came up. I can't even remember how this came. Oh, Big Noah. That's what it was, getting him subscribers. But right now we're on a rant about sub for subbing, subscribers, growing channels, and whatnot. But Mouse Talk, I'm glad you're here. Mouse Talk gave me some great advice. Because I had mentioned to him when he streamed me off stream that I have right now, especially with what's going on, the incapability of going out and vlogging anything or streaming anything. So like he brought up Disney Dan. Look what Dan's doing from the house, his favorite drinks or favorite foods, or, from his bedroom. And I took that to heart, and I started doing the food ones in my house, because that's something I like doing. I mean, I don't want to copycat either. So I figured, let me do something that I really enjoy. So I am vlogging whatever I cook. I have 2 of them already came out, and I already have 3, scheduled for, they're coming out every Thursday. So I already have 3, ahead. I'm already ahead 3 weeks. So Walt was correct, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Walt, for giving me that advice. I took it, and I'm running with it. Are they the greatest videos? Probably not. No, I know they're not. But they are content. If people watch it, great. If they don't, I don't take it personal, not one bit, because I'm having fun doing it. I'm having fun when I make those videos, and my wife is laughing at me from her workspace. She's in the living room working, or in the dining room. Actually, the dining room table has been set up as her office pretty much, and. And she'll laugh at something I'm saying. My daughter will stand there and just stare at me because she knows she's going to get me to crack up. I'm having fun with it, and that's that. Ducky, you got anything on that?
No, I just think if people are so obsessed with numbers, and I know, I think for a lot of them it's a validation thing. Not even necessarily about monetization, because they get the numbers. It doesn't mean they're going to get the watch time, right?
Right.
So just buy them and leave me alone is what I think about it. I don't. If I see your comment being like that's gone up 30 seconds after a video's gone live, and it's a 20-minute long video saying, "Great, let's be friends," I'm just going to delete it and not look at your channel. Right? Never going to happen. The only way to get my interest is genuine interaction and thing, and then I'll take a look because that's what you do. Just go and buy them and leave me alone if it's that important for you to have numbers. It's my understanding, I've never gone looking, but I've seen people talking about it and been in streams where people are talking about it, that there are plenty of places where you can get a lot of subscribers for very, very cheap, and then you get your little thrill for seeing your big high number. And just leave me alone. Just.
I agree. I totally agree. I didn't even know there was a spot for that, and no, I'm not going to go look. But you're right. There is people that just love seeing those numbers. And again, I don't want to sound offensive, but I've only, for instance, this is episode 8. So to me, yeah, I've been I've had the channel for years. I have, but more for chat and everything. So for me, I have been on YouTube for 8 weeks. That's it. I know I did 4 or 5 videos for Vlogmas during Christmas time. I gave up on that real quick just because I wasn't into it yet. I really wasn't. I was trying to get out of my shadow, out of my comfort zone, or into a comfort zone. And I found it. I found it here. We're doing live stream now. And I thank Disney Nerd Herders for that. Charlie was the first person to say, "Carlos, would you like to be live with us on our channel?" And I was contemplating, like, do I want to do this? Do I want to be on screen? I know I can talk for hours, and I'm doing it now, but it was a blessing. It was a blessing they asked. I said yes, and now I am in this zone that I am very comfortable. I'm having fun. People are willing to come on with me. I appreciate that. I really do. Mouse Talk came on. Don has been on plenty. I don't want to, stop mentioning all the names. Tracy's always there for me. Tracy hasn't been on with me in a while, and he will be. But Tracy is always there. It's a quick message. Tracy, want to come on? Boom, he's there for me, and I appreciate it. Tracy, thank you so much for that. But Tracy knows, and I've told him, and I've told everybody. I want to try to meet everybody. I've spoken to Shep. Shep's going to come on soon. Tuesday streams is tough for a lot of people. I get it. It's at 3:00. A lot of people are working. So I understand that, but the Saturday morning streams, some guys have said already they'll come on. We just got to plan it correctly. And that's fine. That's awesome. But those numbers, and again, I was at the offensive spot. Josh and Jenna have grown their channel for, they've been around for years. So I understand the growing of 90,000. I understand the excitement, and I'm the first one to send them. Well, not the first one, but I'm one of those guys, especially being a moderator now, that I'm in, that chat with them. I'll be in there congratulating them on 90K. I've said it. God, I'll go back and look for it, but I posted it in one of the chats and in the private chat. I called 100K by New Year's. We're pretty close. We're, the numbers. Well, I think if they were doing live from the parks, I think we'd be a lot further over 90K. But that 100K by New Year's is pretty spot on right now. Pretty spot on. And I'll be the first one to send them a congratulations, and it's great. So I don't blame them for getting excited, seeing those big numbers. They've been around forever. They worked their butts off to get those numbers with the content. But me to get excited I get excited for 215 because I'm a little guy. Once I hit 250, I'll be jumping for joy. Just to see the next 100. When you hit 300, you betcha I'm going to be all excited, about numbers. And right now I'm starting to feel bad because I'm leaving a lot of good comments out in this chat, and right now I'm just going along ranting with Dougie. But first, let me welcome in also. I just saw Melissa go over. Melissa, thank you for being here. Everybody doesn't know Melissa. That's Walt's wife from Mouse Talk. Appreciate you guys being here. Tina's here. Darren Forrester. To be honest, I'm new watching this type of thing, and only through Dougie saying you're a decent bloke. Only go on recommendations, and with Dougie's, you must be okay. Well, Darren, thank you for being here. Dougie exactly knows how I am and what my content is. So if Dougie tells you to come watch, yeah, come watch. No, but I appreciate it. Dougie, that's another thing. I said it before, the sharing. The sharing helps. And you have been one big supporter, after another, all these guys in this chat. So I thank you for that, Dougie. I really do.
I share what I like. So even if I'm not in the chat, I'm normally watching. I'm just staying a bit clearer chance just now.
Let's carry Carlos. Carol, I can't even say my own name. Carlos, I only found you through Dougie too. I trust his opinion. He's very good. BS detector. Yeah. I thought I said he's a very good BSer. Yeah, we know that too about Dougie, but but I appreciate it. I'm trying to go back up in this chat real quick. Pam said, and those that are friends with you, T. Marie, are true friends because you are the lovely and fun person. Yes, T. Marie Photography. She's another one who just started new. She is over 100 subs now. I know she went live with you, Dougie, that first time, talking about books and movies. We all stream what we like, and that's Tina's thing. Tina doesn't have a name, T. Marie Photography, for no reason. It's her thing. She's a photographer. She loves, she's got great photos. And she loves books and movies, and that's her thing. So go follow her, not just for that, but go follow her. Tina's a very great person, another big supporter of a lot of us. So go go check her out. All I know is I've killed 31 minutes just with that rant, and I think you've said 5 words. I'm going to change my channel to Ranting with Carlos. And Donna, I did get your message. I don't want you to think. I don't want to. I'll read it in a second. I'll talk to you off. Excuse me. I'll message you off stream, Donna. But yeah, you hit the head right on the nail just for the first line that I read real quick on my phone. So for anybody that doesn't know Dougie, this is Dougie. He's from Scotland. He is Walt-O-Grams in the chat. Let's change subjects, I guess. But yeah, so go subscribe to Noah because that's where that all started. Noah's 30 something.
Yes.
So go subscribe to Noah. Dougie yesterday streamed live. I missed the first one. I'm one of those. I've subscribed and learning from other channels. When they say go subscribe, hit the bell. I forget to hit the bell a lot, so I didn't even know you were live.
Yeah, I don't mind when people don't know.
But for Dougie's been live twice. When did the first one go up?
Oh, I honestly can't remember the time. It was a few hours beforehand, like 4 or 5 hours beforehand. The first one was by far the better one.
Really? And it was 2.5 hours long. I noticed.
Yeah. And
I'm like, wow, how did I miss this? Dougie, I jumped on. Well, I didn't jump on the stream, but I just jumped on YouTube and it showed me that Dougie was live. I'm like, oh, how the hell am I missing Dougie live? Dougie was building a Lego, and it was the Steamboat Willie Lego, which I mentioned in his chat, and I still might do it. I'm not going to tell you where I found one, but there is a place here locally that has 2 left for sale. So I can go buy them at regular price right now, one for myself. And my wife is pushing me to go get it. But as I told Dougie off stream, I want the Cinderella Castle. My wife wants the Cinderella Castle. Can't find it anywhere. We had it in our hands before this pandemic started and everything shut down. But financially wise, I mean, we had the money, but it's like to spend that kind of money. It wasn't. I couldn't justify it at the time, and no, before everybody's mind starts rolling, I'm not using stimulus money to buy Lego. Okay, it's not a check from the Mr. President is not buying my Lego. But right now, financially, I can go buy the Cinderella Castle and justify it and be comfortable buying it. But now you can't find a darn thing. But after watching you build that Steamboat Willie yesterday, the second part, I need something. I need something to Disney Lego. It is Mother's Day. I can justify it by saying it's a Mother's Day gift for the wife. It is also our anniversary in a couple of days, so I can justify and say, look, it's our anniversary gift. So either way, but it's not the castle. But you built that Steamboat Willie. You finished it. Do you have it nearby that you can?
No, it is behind me there. No, I can't see it. I'm not getting up. I've just put it over there. So, but I would just put a warning that if you are easily offended, it's not a stream to watch, because I have very much stopped being a family-friendly channel, and I say things that will upset people if you are easily offended. So,
listen, even if you're easily offended, you need to go watch Dougie streams, especially this one. At least Dougie is honest, and the people in some of the people in your chat, actually almost all of them, but they're great people. They really are. Karen's one of them, but we all know who else I'm talking about in your chat. And I was hoping a couple of them. I was hoping he would jump in. Said he might.
They're busy today. They've got a big thing happening later on for the stream that I used to do with them.
Yeah, right. They're on. We'll get into that because they're other great people. I like following them now too, and I want to try to jump on and watch them later. But all right, who I'm talking about is the UK Disney couple, right? That's how it is.
Yep, Paul, that's them. That UK Disney couple, Paul, Cheryl.
That UK Disney couple, yeah, not that. Paul, what's the wife's name?
Cheryl.
Great people. Paul's great. I've only met him once on stream, but I've seen him a couple of times, and they're great people. But I enjoy Paul more in your chat than what I do in the stream because we're all family friendly streamers and everything. But for some reason in Dougie streams, yeah, I mean he said it right. If you get offended quickly, maybe you shouldn't go watch it. But you're not. You guys are not. You're not nasty. You're really not. You just.
It's just the way we interact. We're friends, and friends here are really, really horrible to each other. It's just the way. It's the people that you're nice to that you have to that are probably the ones that are in trouble here.
Well, I don't get offensive easy because I don't have a filter at home. Well, at home, not in front of the children, but I mean, we all, well, I'm not going to say we all swear, but we have all sworn in our lifetimes, some more than others, and I'll admit I'm one of those, and so is Dougie, and I saw that alone yesterday in stream. But you have some great friends, Dougie, in that chat, and like you just said, that you guys are friends, so it's allowed. And I said this story a couple of times already. I mod for Pepper Tree Villa, and there was one time I'm watching you and Paul going at it. I had no idea you and Paul were that close. I thought you guys really didn't like each other, and I'm like, I gotta block one of these guys. But then I'm starting to read it more, and I'm like, there's no way in any way fashion that this guy Paul would be doing this on somebody else's stream unless it was friendly and well known. I can see it in your own stream. That's your problem. But that's what I caught on. I'm like, there's no way that these two are going at it like this on somebody else's stream. Neither one of you is that disrespectful. So I caught on real quick. I'm like, I'm not blocking anybody. So, but that go watch Dougie's stream, especially this Lego one. Yes, there is some curse words in it. There's some curse words in it. If you can read the chat too while you're there, go read the chat because it's funny. It's hilarious. My own wife was laughing in the other room because I was reading some of the chat to her, and it takes a lot to get my wife into a laughing, funny mood, and she your accent. She loves your accent. She loves the Scottish accent. She says you remind her of Mike Myers. And
what a terrible thing to say.
You sounded like Shrek one time yesterday. She's like, don't tell her that, but now I'm telling her now she can hear me in the other room, so she's going to yell at me after. And she's like, are you watching Shrek? He sounds like Shrek. I'm like, oh my God. And then she's like, no, he sounds like Mike Myers in one of those movies. Oh my God, I can't remember the name of the movies now, but you know what I'm talking about. Gold member. Oh my God, what's the movies? Dougie, help me out.
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers, thank you. So
playing
I'm
that
like,
guy.
That guy. And then you broke out into the American accent while you were doing De Niro from The Untouchables. When you were doing the baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm watching De Niro on TV right now. And this guy is
well, it doesn't sound anything like De Niro, but it's vaguely American. It's very generic.
It sounded like De Niro. Come on, man. I'm missing a lot in this chat. Somebody was talking about Legos, and I feel very bad right now. I'm doing awful in this chat, but I'm having a good time with Dougie. Hold on a second. I know 5P Project. I know they said, and I'm looking for it right now. They said something about Legos. They are doing a whole bunch of Legos right now. I noticed on their stream, it's a lot of Legos. We are getting Steamboat. Ed also says we are getting Steamboat Willie Lego. It is so cool. It is cool. If I know my wife, she might have just ordered it, and we might have to go pick it up in a little while. So we'll see. And Mindy says, thank you for the Happy Mother's Day. Of course, yes. Karen says she is currently, and I did like that up. She is currently building the castle while we watch this. Well, Karen, thanks for rubbing that in my face. I appreciate it.
Yeah, she does this to me a lot. Just sends me pictures of how she's getting on with her castle.
Yeah, that's great. I'm telling you, these guys, it's got to be a thing from across the pond with this, offensive stuff and rub it in my face. Karen says it's a great set. I'm going to get Steamboat Willie next. Oh, rub it in even more. So you got the castle, and do you have the train station too in the train car?
Oh, the train stations. Oh, I want it so bad.
You really? See, my wife just says, go ahead and just order that one instead of the castle. Because it's available. I can order it right now and have it sent to me. I'll have it by whatever, Monday or Tuesday. But I want the castle.
I mean, you want all of them, really.
Well, you do. Right.
But I would love the castle and the train thing and just have this whole little setup. But the train being electric's that's a big draw.
It's electric?
Yeah, it runs on its own and stuff. That's why it's so expensive.
Wait a minute. Now you're talking. I knew it moved, but I didn't know it moved. Like plug it in and it goes. I thought it just sat in the track and you pushed it along or something.
No. It goes.
Oh Jesus! I want to change the combination to the safe in about 2 seconds because if my wife is listening. All right, Johns, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Ed says, tomorrow my first collected piece Lego set comes in. This will be my first major build set. Ed, what is it? I'm sorry. Do you want to save it for your stream? I don't blame you, but I was just wondering what it was. You can message me what it is if you want. We have somebody in our community too who does a lot of Legos, and that's Triple P. Triple P's been putting out some Lego streams. He built the really large Millennium Falcon.
Now, see, I never saw yesterday that he was in my chat. I didn't see it. It didn't come up on StreamYard. But when I watched some of it back, there he was. I don't know how I missed him, but I would have said hello if I'd seen him, and I was annoyed.
Triple P, yeah, Triple P's great. He's a very friendly person. I haven't streamed with him yet, but he's in the chat a lot. He says hello a lot. Big supporter of a lot of us. Or all of us. But lately he's been doing a lot. He's a big Lego freak. He is. He loves his Legos. If you see his streams, he's got them everywhere in his studio. But he did just build the very large Millennium Falcon, that 7,000 piece set. Or the way I like the numbers I like using is the amount, that $800 piece set or 600, whatever it is. I think 800 is the Star Destroyer. I think that's the more expensive one. But R. Johns is in the house. Thanks for being here. I'm trying to follow. I'm losing the chat very badly because I'm not moving both. Everybody saying hi to R. Johns. T. Murray, my kids scold me if I use bad words, slips out in anger. Yeah, I mean, we let them slip in front of our kids too, but they don't. I don't think our kids pay attention to us when we're talking to them. So I don't think they're paying attention when we're, really not talking to them. So I'm offended when he doesn't curse. Mouse Talk says, "You talking about one of your children, or?"
I am one of
Dougie.
Walt's children. He adopted me.
What is it?
I am one of Walt's children. They adopted me. I'm just waiting for.
So he's offended when you don't curse. Yeah. After watching yesterday's stream, I would be offensive too if you started streaming like myself. No, stick to your guns. Disney Nerd Herders. Charlie's in the house. Charlie, how are you, sir? Good morning. How's the weather up there? Did it snow stick? I know it was supposed to stick to the grass, but did you get a lot? That's what I want to know. I'd like to get an update from what they got up that way. I tried to get the 1989 Batmobile for my husband's birthday, but it was sold out. Yeah, a lot of things are sold out that we just can't get, and it's unfortunate. And it's just money hungry. To me, it's also money hungry people. They knew this was coming. They bought it at regular price, and now they're reselling it. Josh from Resort TV 1 is in a hunt for a Nintendo Switch, and you can't find them anywhere. I've been looking for them. I know Rob Fuzz has been on a lookout for them, and it's horrible. I mean, you can't tell me that a normal family says, "Oh, we're going to homeschool our children for the next 2 months. Let me go buy a Nintendo Switch." That doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. Or let me go buy a $300 Lego to keep my kids entertained. It doesn't happen. Again, it's all these, because you can buy them resale on Amazon or other places. Switch right now on Amazon in the castle. Disney Castle right now is $5.99 on Amazon. Yeah, no, it's just like concert tickets. People buy them to scalp them, and that's what happened here. Charlie says no snow at all that he can see. Really? Well, lucky you then, because I had heard and saw in the weather that it was supposed to snow last night up your way. Ed says it'll come tomorrow, and he's definitely making a video. But did Ed say what it was?
I think it's the 89. The 89.
Oh, it's the Batmobile. Oh, okay. See, again, I'm not very good in this chat, and I lost it.
Which is the best Batmobile, by the way. That car. Oh, just
1980. The 1989 Batmobile. Is that the one with Michael Keaton?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's my favorite Batman. And I don't get into those movies much, but 89, I was 12 years old, so I was younger then. I got into them a little more, just like the original Supermans. Loved those movies. So Batman 89 with Michael Keaton was my favorite, and then the one with the Penguin.
Batman Returns.
Batman Returns. Love that one as well.
I love that movie.
I'm not saying he was the best Batman, but to me, that was my favorite Batman movies.
Same. That's what I grew up watching. That's why he's Batman to me. They could bring him back anytime. I'd be happy.
Yeah. Well, Michael Keaton's a great actor. Period. He's just got that tone, that that stature of himself. Every movie he's been in, there ain't much that he was very bad at. Well, since we're in movies, I know in your stream yesterday we brought up a couple of movies. So let's jump into that real quick. Anybody new to the chat right now? This is Our Dreams. Welcome in. Jeff and Angela, thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. Anybody popping in the chat now? This is what it's going to be like today. It's just a chat with Dougie. We're going to, whatever comes up. I can see not much Disney will come up, but maybe it will. Hope you guys are enjoying it. You got any questions for Dougie, pop them in the chat. I'm sure he'll answer them. We've talked about Legos. I've ranted about Sub for Sub. And right now we're going to touch on a couple of movies because yesterday a movie came up in Dougie's stream. And it's one of my favorite movies. It really is. It's not, up there at the top, but it's definitely one of my favorite movies. With one of my favorite actors, and that is Sean Connery in The Untouchables. I rank that movie as the most underrated mob movie ever.
It's so good. Everything about it is just amazing.
Great actors with Andy Garcia, a very young Andy Garcia, Sean Connery, and oh my God,
Bobby. We've got Bobby De Niro. We've got
Bobby
Kevin
De Niro.
Costner.
I was going to say the main actor I was missing was Kevin Costner. It's such an array of actors in that movie. But it is a mob movie. And when we talk about mob movies, what's the first thing that comes up? The Godfather. The Godfather comes up, which, yes, the greatest mob movie, I think. And then, you got the other ones that fall behind. But nobody ever brings up The Untouchables. And
I will watch The Untouchables over The Godfather any day. Just
really?
So Godfather's this big, huge, sprawling epic, right? But just in terms of like pure entertainment, Untouchables has it beat. It's more fun to sit and watch. Godfather's heavier, and
yes,
so if I've got a choice between the two, unless I'm particularly fancying watching The Godfather, I'm going to put The Untouchables on.
It's definitely a movie, and even my wife didn't even know what I was watching because it's been on regular cable channels. Not as fun. It's been on regular cable channels, but with all the pay channels, it's been on lately, and I was watching it, and she's like, "What is this?" And it's like this, The Untouchables. She's not a big fan of Sean Connery. I mean, I still love her, but it's all right. I'm not a big fan of some of her music, so she understands. But Sean Connery in that movie did it. He outacted Kevin Costner, who did a good job. De Niro was great in that movie, but De Niro's great in every movie.
Well,
every mob movie.
He was great in every movie. It's been a while.
Well, I mean, we all go down with age, so. But he was great in that movie. Even I can't think of his name in the movie or as the actor, but the little guy, the last guy to join The Untouchables.
I looked this up, and it's something like Charles Martin Smith, or
the guy with the glasses.
He plays the accountant.
Yes.
I'm looking it up now. It is Charles Martin Smith. Oscar Wallace is the character's name.
That's it. Yes.
And the guy that plays Nettie, I've never hated someone so much. Just the thing, and I'm not going to say what happens, but the ending for that character is so satisfying.
Oh, yes.
Just fantastic.
It's a great movie, and I've never seen The Untouchables. That shouldn't be surprised the most. No, well, it's everybody's got their taste in movies. I've always loved the mob movies. I just like doesn't surprise most for not watching that, Ed, but I'm not into it. I just don't like. Well, I guess that would be a lie because there is some lately, but I've never got into scary movies. I was never into scary movies. I remember watching. Never got into any of the Friday the 13th movies. I enjoyed just a couple Freddy Krueger movies.
Oh, I love it.
The first two were good, and then after that, it's just, oh my God, enough is enough.
2 seconds.
Oh, as much time as you want. Go ahead. Oh, okay. Oh, you're going to get something. But let me welcome in. Donna's multitasking. That's fine, Donna. Do what you got to do. It's Saturday morning. It's Tracy guy here. All right, Tracy, enjoy your Saturday, buddy. He's got to go brave the cold and get some breakfast. Yes, I might attempt that myself. Where you going for breakfast, Tracy? Because is anything open in your area? I know the state just lifted the stay-at-home ban for us in Rhode Island, but well, what you
Right.
got?
Just
Go get
because, like, I'm a horror nut. I love horror
Hey.
movies, particularly Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. Absolute pride and joy is this. Look at that.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me present you.
This is my favorite thing that I own. I've met Robert Englund 3 or 4 times now. He signed this glove twice because it came off the first time. I just love it so much. That's one of my pride of place items.
Is that a movie prop? Did that come from one of the movies, or is that
no? It's just a replica.
Right, he signed it. That's awesome.
But he's such a nice guy. Like, so far removed from anything you would imagine if you've watched any of his movies.
Yeah.
Meeting him is one of the best experiences I've ever had, meeting anyone from movies or TV. And whenever they go up, they always tell you, don't engage with them because we've got a lot of people to get through. And then you can't shut them up. He just goes and goes and goes and goes. And you're just like, okay, because everyone's glaring at you. But, just love a horror movie.
I like that he played himself in Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I actually enjoyed that last. I believe that wasn't the last Freddy Krueger, but that one I enjoyed that movie after like part 1 and 2. But those were the really good ones. After 1 and 2, 3 and I believe 4, if I'm correct.
There's 7, 8 if you count Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah,
9 if you count the remake.
Yeah, after to me after 1 and 2 is just like The Godfather. After 1 and 2, 3 is like he should have made this movie. He shouldn't have just left it alone. But yeah, I never got into horror films. It's just I have watched more now as I'm older. Maybe I was just afraid of it when I was younger, but as I got older, and especially my wife really hates them. But I get in more into the horror with more realistic horror. Like, and again, somebody might talk me differently, but The Nun. The Nun was an okay horror movie. I thought it would have been scarier, but more. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, and Dougie, you can help me out here, but more into the realistic of what can happen naturally. I believe in ghosts. I do. I personally believe I have seen a spirit. Nobody can talk me out of that. I believe in them. I believe I've seen one personally. But like The Exorcist, I believe in exorcism. I believe in that kind of horror. To me, The Exorcist, the movie, is my favorite all-time horror movie. I can sit back and watch. It doesn't bother me, it doesn't scare me, but it's such a great movie. And if my daughter was here, she can give me a few other names. But I enjoy those kind of movies. They scare the crap out of me. Some of them do. The Nun didn't. The Nun, I laughed more at The Nun than what I did, than what I jumped or anything. I did. But what's the Conjuring? The Conjuring's another one. That one, I believe in that. So those movies I will watch. But Freddy Krueger, Jason, I guess anybody can put a mask on and go stab anybody, but that happens daily in this country. So if we're going to talk about ghosts and scary things in movies, then those are my kind. I will watch those. They're not my favorite. If I have to pick between that and watching a Transformers cartoon from 1986, I'll go watch the Transformers cartoon. You know what I'm saying?
I think for me, it's just that I love the special effects. I love and like sitting thinking, oh, how did they do that? How did they do that? It's and even with some of these older movies, like you think that's amazing. Like, and the Exorcist is a prime example. They made that in 73?
Was it 73? I thought it was a little 73. I thought it was
74.
76, 77. I thought it was the year I was born, but I may be wrong.
You're probably right. No, it's 73. 73.
Yeah.
And there's stuff in that like you watch now and it just holds up. And I prefer Exorcist 3. I think that's an incredible movie with George C. Scott. But because I love George C. Scott.
Yeah.
But no, fantastic movie. But I love all kinds of horror. I'll watch anything horror. Even even very, very bad horror movies. Puppet Master and Ginger Dead Man. And
what was I? What did I just put? I can't watch a scary movie at all. I'm such a wimp. Karen says. Hold on a second. Sorry, it's Darren saying here. I'm trying to highlight him. Aaron says I can't. I enjoy a few horror movies, but The Exorcist scared the hell out of me. Still does. It's my wife can't watch it. My wife, it bothers her watching that movie. But The Exorcist, again, and maybe it's just me or the way I am with certain films, I laugh more at The Exorcist than what I do because, and I don't want to stay on this topic because, again, I don't want to offend people or anything, but The Exorcist is a very offensive movie for the things they made that girl do in that movie. And you know what scenes I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is very offensive. But now, as you get older, 42 years old, it's like you watch that movie and you just laugh because, I mean, whatever. It's just me, I guess. I just laugh at that movie more than when I'm scared of it.
It pushes it so far that it becomes funny. It's like I was banned watching it growing up. So my mum likes to tell the story of how she went and saw it when it first came out, and she couldn't sleep for days afterwards. And I wasn't allowed to watch that movie because it was banned in the UK for a long time. You couldn't get it.
Really?
Yeah. Just because the reaction was so bad when it came out, and people were genuinely having to go to hospital and stuff coming out of that film. People tell these stories and people think that it's fake, but no, like it happened. People were passing out and things. I'm a cinema manager. I know that people pass out at stuff that happens in movies all the time. And so I was banned, and one day my dad sort of smuggled it in, and I got to watch it, and I love it, but it just had, I think its reputation. It doesn't necessarily deserve its reputation as a piece of horror. Excellent piece of cinema, but it's not scary. And I think, but we're more desensitized to stuff like that now. Because the real world's a lot scarier, and
very true.
And also, we've had so many films that have come and copied it. It's diluted its impact a bit. It's
knowing the scenes that are in that movie, we won't let, any young child shouldn't watch that movie, period. But even my 16-year-old. Let me rephrase that. My female 16-year-old, because I think we would let older boys watch that movie. Actually, no. Even that came off wrong. Yeah, anybody under 18, I wouldn't let a child watch that movie, just because of the scenes we know that are in that movie. Those two particular scenes. No parent should let their child watch that movie. After they're a little older, you want to go watch it, go watch it. Don't watch it with us because it's inappropriate. I won't watch it with them. If we're watching it on a pay channel and that scene comes up, my wife will make sure I change the channel and then put it back on. And then Mikhail will be like, "What? Why'd you change it? When you're older, you can go watch it. Or Google it. I'm sure you'll find it." Tina says Freddie is the reason she won't take a bath. Oh, Freddie. Freddie was scary back then, but Freddie, another one of those movies. It's like, it's Freddy Krueger. My wife says she'll take a serial killer over a demon. She's right. Yeah, Susanna's up and watching. She was sleeping when we started the stream, so she likes horror movies. She liked, but like she said, she likes the serial killer one. She hates. She was in the dining room doing a puzzle while we were watching The Nun. My daughter and I were watching The Nun. My daughter likes horror movies.
But no, I liked. There are only 2 Conjurings, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I
Well,
like
there's
both
2
of them.
Conjurings, and then there's the offsprings of the Conjuring.
There's Annabelle, and the Nun is
Yeah.
one. It's a Conjuring
See,
offshoot, and Curse of something that I can't pronounce.
yeah, Annabelle's another one that I like watching it, but even I will like cringe up, like, you know, with the shoulders, and it's like, oh God, is she looking at me? I hate dolls. I hate, and I'm not going to swear, but I freaking hate dolls. I just, especially those dolls, and I'm not afraid of clowns, but I hate clown dolls. I'll go to the circus. I used to go to the circus as a child. We used to take our children, my older ones. But I'm not a clown fan. I don't like clown dolls. I hate them. I can use that word. I hate clown dolls. And dolls like Annabelle. And we're Portuguese. And I know that has nothing to do with it, but my wife watching, she'll know. The Portuguese stores around here, when we were younger, not the boys, the girls, when they were younger, you know, every little girl had a doll. Girls had dolls, but the Portuguese people, for some reason, these stores had these big dolls. They didn't look so much like Annabelle, but God, it reminds me so much of Annabelle. And there's a couple of stores that I can mention here in the city that, you know, you walk in, they used to have them everywhere. And I used to tell my mother, "Mom, I want to get the hell out of here. You want to come buy your and I want to use chorizo. You want to go buy your chorizo and your fish and everything. Fine, leave me in the car. I'm not going in there because those damn dolls. I hate dolls. I really do. I don't think this one, my oldest daughter might have one, but I don't even know if this one has one. Like, you know, one of those baby dolls.
So I'll tell you a story. So my ex, we talked about last time.
Yep.
One day we were in a town slightly further north of here, and we were browsing through I don't know what they're called in the US, a charity shop or a sort of Goodwill type idea.
Yes, secondhand store.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's what we call it.
Saw this creepy sort of porcelain clown, 12 inches foot, something like that. And like we left, and she says, "I can't help but feel like I need to go back and buy it. Like I can't leave town without it. Something bad will happen if I don't go and buy it."
Something bad will happen if you do buy it.
I was like, okay, I don't really want you to buy the creepy clown that you're getting scary feelings about. She went and bought the clown. And then a month later, we're in a totally different town. We're in our hometown, walking down, and in the window is another one. Exactly the same clown. And thankfully the shop's closed. She can't go in. And I get a phone her the next day. I'm like, "Oh, have you been to that shop?" "Yes." "Please, no, don't have bought the clown." "Bought the clown. Something bad was going to happen if I didn't buy the clown." I was like, "Oh, okay." So then a month later or so, they're perched in their place. They were in the living room. And there was this one night, and I decided that I would sleep on the couch because I was up stupidly early for a flight the next morning. And I can't really get up without waking people. So I was going to wake someone up if I... So and right at the end of the couch were these 2 clowns, and I just spent the whole night just like not a wink of sleep. Just the whole time, terrified the whole night. I would have got rid of them. I would have never stood in that room. They would have had to go, take the dolls with you wherever you're going. I would have told her. Hated them. I hated them. So,
Kenzie Days, welcome in. Sorry you're late. Just woke up. That's all right, Riyadh. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Dad was in here earlier. Karen says, "I have no idea what we're talking about, but I'm not sure if I should have Googled it." And I noticed Suzanne did answer. Kenzie Days, yes. If you're under 18, you should not watch The Exorcist. And I'm talking about the real version, not the version you can watch on Fox or TBS. I'm talking about The Exorcist. Don't rent it on Netflix or anything if you're under 18.
What's the edited version? I've always wanted to see the edited version. They don't show it here, but there's like your mother knits socks that smell and stuff like that. Amazing.
Yeah.
I would love to see
I
that.
thought you just scared the heck out of me. I thought you were literally going to say
No,
the line. Oh my
no.
God. Oh my God. I'm like, uh-oh. Oh, dude.
I
I'm sorry,
promised you.
people. I love you all. I will catch you on. I will make up another.
I promised you I'd behave myself.
No, I know you. But I'm like, wait a minute, what? Oh, wow. But that's an awesome way you just put that. Yeah, that's the edited version. Yeah. It sucks. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Oh, that was funny. Oh my God, what did you say yesterday, too? Oh, I'll bring it up off stream. I can't remember now. I'd have to ask my wife. It was either you or Paul wrote something yesterday. I died. Oh, no, it was your little rhyme about your friends. Oh my God! When I asked you, oh Dougie, God, I'm going somewhere else right now. You said a little rhyme yesterday because I brought something up. It was about the Scotland being green and flat. It's something about your neighbors below. Or see what I give you for neighbors.
Hang on.
Because you were picking on the British.
I didn't tell it properly. So the full joke. It's not rude. And if there's any sweary words, I'll get rid of them.
I laughed out loud, very loud, because my wife's like, "What the hell are you laughing at?"
I told a very quick version of it. So it's once upon a time in the kingdom of heaven, God went missing for 6 days. Eventually, the archangel found him resting on the seventh day. He inquired of God, "Where have you been?" God sighed a deep sigh of satisfaction and proudly pointed downwards through the clouds. "Look what I have made. It's a planet. I've put life on it. I'm going to call it Earth, and it's going to be a place of great balance." Yes, said the archangel, impressed by God's work, and then pointed to a small country. "What's that one?" "Ah," said God, "that's Scotland, the most glorious place on earth. There are beautiful snow-capped mountains, untouched rivers, streams and lochs of exquisite timeless beauty. And people make a drink called whiskey, which means the water of life. The people are good-looking, intelligent, and humorous. They're going to be found traveling the world. They'll be sociable, hard-working, and high-achieving, and they'll be known throughout the world as warriors, engineers, inventors, and pioneers." And Gabriel gasped and said, "Why are you giving them so much?" And God replied, "Wait till you see their neighbors." And that's the.
Oh, when you said it yesterday on stream, I died laughing. So very.
I could swear then, so
yeah,
tell it properly.
Right? Oh man, your neighbors, and that's people like Dan and Paul. It's a little nod at the British, those Scots and that British. Oh, Kenzie, yes, my wife answered you. It was The Exorcist. Oh, Suzanne says, "Suzanne, I haven't watched it." Oh, God, this chat's awful. I haven't watched that one yet. I haven't gotten the chance. I'm a huge horror movie nerd, though. Yeah, Dad, Kenzie, ask Dad for permission first if you're going to go watch The Exorcist. Oh, man. Let's carry it. We bought my niece a big Elsa doll a few years ago, and I would randomly start singing in the middle of the night. My sister-in-law ended up selling it because it was too freaky. Yeah, I would too if my wife started singing during the night, and all of a sudden, I think it's the doll. I hate dolls. God, I hate dolls.
I brought
it up earlier. What is it, guy?
I've always wanted a horror movie set in Magic Kingdom. Do you not think it would just be a perfect scene, even for a trailer, where you're going through Small World in the dark and the song gets all slow and creepy and just the dolls just start moving just the world. I would love to see that.
Michaela, you listening? Because my daughter hates that ride. So there you go.
I hate that ride too.
Next time you ride it, you can picture it's a horror movie and all the dolls are going to come after you. And they're all gonna. That is one ride that is the ride that you can turn into a horror flick in Disney.
Oh, 100%. It's pretty much there. You don't need to do much work.
No, it's not that bad. I enjoy it.
When people have successfully sued Disney for mental anguish because of that ride, then yes, there's something.
Don't give my daughter any ideas.
Wrong.
I brought up Sean Connery earlier. I just want to get your take on something. I know you love Sean Connery as an actor. Have you seen The Hunt for Red October?
Not in a long, long time. I remember it vaguely. I know it's the first Jack Ryan movie.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all that I remember.
I had that conversation with my wife yesterday. Was it yesterday, the day before? Because I was watching Clear and Present Danger. And I started screaming out Jack Ryan this. And she's like, who the hell is Jack Ryan? I'm like, oh my God. Jack Ryan is the original.
Being played by so many people now. And they never stick around. They're always... No. I've not watched the TV show. I don't know if it's meant to be any good or not.
Neither have I, no. And I'll be honest with you, out of everybody that played Jack Ryan, I can't even pick a good one because, I mean, Alec Baldwin was really good in that one, but that was the only one he was in. The rest of them, Clear and Present Danger was a really good movie, but the one with not Brad Pitt, with Ben Affleck, that was horrible. Ben Affleck's just horrible, period. The only thing Ben Affleck to me was good in was Pearl Harbor, and even then was a stretch. Pearl Harbor's just a good movie.
I liked Argo. I did like Argo.
Did you?
Yeah. Again, lots of bad words that I can't say, but...
Wow. Everybody's in this chat. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We got about 14 minutes to go, 12 minutes to go. Dougie, what's on your mind? Because I know you've just you're going along whatever I got going here. How's everything going?
Oh, nothing's really going. We're still under proper lockdown. You're allowed out once a day for exercise. I might be breaking that rule. Oh, because I'm a bad boy. That's about it. It is the most boring existence possible.
Yeah, I'm right going insane. They're lifting that here, I believe today or tomorrow in this state. The stay-at-home order has been lifted, but you still have to. It's mandatory now if you're going to go out. You have to have your mask. The state government wants to fine people if they don't wear their masks, but some of the police departments already have said there's no way in hell that's going to happen, that they won't fine anybody. So now there's a little feud with some of the cities with the state government itself going on. But I mean, slowly but surely we're moving ahead. What's your take on Shanghai opening? Look, Disney talk, folks. I know we're here for Disney, so let's get some Disney talk.
I mean, they're likely to be the furthest ahead. From what I've read, things have settled down in China, but then it's China, so you don't know if that's accurate or if that's just the information they're choosing to put out there.
I read that Tokyo is closed indefinitely. They won't even consider opening Tokyo.
I'm not surprised. I mean, Japan's always very sort of conscious about this kind of thing. I mean, they wear masks as standard, a lot.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and that's what they're discussing. This week's discussions on that UK Disney couple was meant to be just general Disney film. That's what they'll be just talking about tonight now is Shanghai and the sort of reopening of Disney Springs, or the sort of phased reopening of Disney Springs and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I for one got excited when I saw Disney Springs was opening, but I believe what I read, it's just not secondhand stores,
it's all the third parties.
Third party stores, thank you. Third party stores have been open. Right. But it's I guess it's a step. It is a step in in a positive direction, because we don't know if it's right or wrong right now opening anything. It does excite me very little. I'm not going to lie. Once I heard that, I looked at flights and I said, crap, I'll go down for the day just to get a little bit of Disney in me, because we're still booked for the end of November, early December for, we catch both months for our trip. But we've also had multiple discussions of just saying, forget it. Let's go next year because of how much it's going to be open, what's going to be open. Um, this who the hell wants to? I hate wearing a mask up here when it's 55 degrees out. Who wants to wear one when it's 90?
No, no, no.
You know,
I know that surveys have started coming out. Like, how would you feel about reopening Disney if these rides were open and that was all that was open? What do you think are the 5 essential rides? Because it's going to be tough for quite a long time, because they're talking about having to clean the ride vehicles between every person riding.
yeah,
All these different virtual queues, having to keep queues 6 feet apart and stuff, and it's going to be a very, very difficult thing to do. And I don't know if I want. I'm meant to go in September, and if I can, I don't know if I want to. Like,
exactly. And that's what we're talking about. If we can, I mean, we can. We're booked. It's paid. If we can go, do I want to? Do I want? I for one don't. She knows that for a fact. My wife knows that for a fact. I don't want to go until it's somewhat normal. And I use that word. Nothing's going to be normal. I'm thinking until. I mean, we're all going to be back to normal. This is going to pass. You're gonna have. It's going to pass. This isn't going to be the normal. I hope people understand that we're not dumb. We know this is not going to be the normal thing. It's going to take a while until we get back to somewhat what we're accustomed to in this world. But I don't want to go to Disney where I have to stand 6 feet away. And I know they're going to keep families together, but I want to get into a queue and just walk the queue like you normally do. I want to go stand in line to order my food, as much as I love mobile ordering. But I want to go stand in line, look at that menu, order my food, and not worry that a person standing 2 feet in front of me or sitting on my backpack, behind me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. And that's what I want when I want to go back to Disney. So if I have to wait another year for that, then that's what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to be happy.
I mean, Disney World, any of the Disney parks, the whole thing is that it's an escape, right?
Yes.
You're entering onto these different worlds, and going when it's like that and having that like stress and worry about where people are and blah 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 blah. There's no fun in that for me. Like, no. I'm there to get away from everything that stresses me out about things. Not live that.
Yeah, I agree. And it is the happiest place on earth. Who the hell wants to go down there and not be happy? And unfortunately, the reason you're not happy is because you're not comfortable, And I might be in a negative with a lot of people, but I'm comfortable going out right now and walking by somebody, that walks right by me. Or I've seen a lot of people like, oh my God, somebody's walking next to me. Let me, back up 8-10 feet. Those people that are freaking out. I'm in the negative. I'm one of those, especially work wise, you deal with a lot of people. So I'm not, I don't want to use the word, I'm not scared. I mean, but I want to be comfortable. So do Philly crew, welcome in. Thanks for being here.
Just to what Karen said there. I haven't seen anything about their Glasgow operations, Karen. They've only really addressed Gatwick.
I saw you guys talking about that on Twitter. I believe it was on Twitter before Paul got rid of it. Something about flights and everything out of. I don't think Disney's going to open to out of country. I don't think they're going to open to out of staters for the first month. To be honest with you, I don't think they're going to open to out of country until next year. That's my opinion.
I would prefer that.
Yeah, that's just my opinion. I don't think they're going to full blown open. Say, okay, gates are open. Yes, only this amount of people can come, but now they're going to open it up to everybody. I don't think, and I don't mean about it being right or not right. I just don't think it's going to happen. I get it. We're all paying customers, so that's fine. You have just as much right coming from Scotland and England than that I do coming from Rhode Island. Just like I have the same right as going, just like Donner, who lives right there. But I really don't believe they will open up to people from out of this country until 2021. I don't see it. That's just me. Nothing I've read. Just I don't see how they could. I don't know how they can open the floodgates that quickly.
No, and it would be too much. And I know that the UK now has 2 weeks basically self-quarantine if you come from another country. So if we were to go on holiday or vacation, I'd have to come back and then be off for another 2 weeks because I'd been out of the country. So yeah, I'm really hoping that they say, nah, start with Florida, then move to the rest of the US, and don't think about anywhere else until.
What you say? Start with Florida, and I agree, somewhat. I agree. How long do you think they should just start with Florida residents?
Until they're confident that they can handle more, like they have, because they're going to put these things into place, but they need to see how it works in practice before because just now it's all theoretical, right? Oh, we can do this, this, and this.
Right.
They've not had to do it yet. So keep it very small until you know that you're able to do it, and then gradually increase it, bring more people in. You're still going to get a lot of people who don't want to go whilst this is happening. Like, you've said you're not sure. If I lived in America and it was open to me, I don't think I'd be going whilst it was like this.
Right.
Just
yeah. I want to be clear. I don't want to go because it's got nothing to do with fear. It's got nothing to do with fear of getting sick or any of that. I don't want to go because it's not until it's Disney again.
Yeah,
it's not Disney.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's if you're talking about the stadium seating being closed, certain rides like, let's say, Carousel of Progress, PhilharMagic. If you're talking about stuff like that being closed, to me, those are important to me. I want to be able to go on that. If you're talking about Space Mountain, only 3 people can ride because it holds 6, if you think about it, and only 3 can ride because you're going to split them up that much, or let's say 4. Yeah, I don't want to ride that. I don't want our family, because this trip was supposed to be 12 of us, I believe. And now it's like, let's say 5 of us want to go on Space Mountain, but now you got to split things. I don't want to be split up. I don't want to have to go into, I can't think of a few rides right now, but you know what I'm saying. I need normalcy. It's got to somewhat. I know it's not going to be perfect for at least another year to 18 months. I know it's not going to be perfect. But I don't want it to be the way it is now either when I go.
The Philly Crew's got a really good question. Would you go if all the attractions were open but the parades and fireworks were closed?
Who asked that?
The Philly Crew.
Oh, I see it.
Not long in.
No, just want to highlight. Would I go? Would you go if all the attractions were open but the parades and fireworks were closed? Yes, and I'm selfish that way for the simple reason is I'm not a big fan of the fireworks shows, any of them. Well, let me rephrase that. We never stay for the fireworks or stop to watch the fireworks. In a parade, if we're bored out of our minds, then fine, we'll stop and watch a parade. So for me and my family, personally, parades and fireworks do nothing for us while we're there. Well, we watch them if we want to, but I'll be honest with you, I've seen Magic Kingdom fireworks. Wow, my wife's screaming at me from the other room. I should put her on stream. I'll open the door so you can hear her. She says, "We love the parades." Listen, we love the parades. Yes, the parades are fantastic. They're great. So are the fireworks. But it's not something that we plan our trips around. We don't go do our fast passes, dining reservations, or anything, or we don't plan nothing around parades and fireworks. It's that simple. So if they weren't there, it wouldn't bother me.
I agree completely. It's exactly my thoughts on it.
I'm sure other people love the parades and the fireworks, Like I bring up Josh and Jenner again. Oh my God, they need to go watch those fireworks. And I'm sure they need to. And I'm sure they do it more for us because it's perfect for the stream. But I know Josh loves Illuminations. If Illuminations was still there, we know Josh needs to watch Illuminations. Okay? I have seen Illuminations live once in my whole life. Once. Nothing that I would ever stay for again. It's not for me. Just the same thing with Wishes was and the fireworks now. It's not for us. Where we watch our fireworks is we're on a ride. We're usually in the back. That's where we watch fireworks from. Maybe we'll stop, because the lines are dead. So Ethan will be on Barnstormer and we'll be watching it from back there, or Dumbo, but it's not. So quickly answer that. Yes, no, we definitely go if those are closed. And just like that, it's 10 o'clock. and we hit our Disney talk. See, we're still a Disney channel. All right, guys. Yeah, my boss is already texting me, so I'm sure something's up at work. So I need to contact him. Everybody, thank you again for being here with us today. Another Saturday morning. We had up to about 17 people watching. And again, just to talk about numbers, that's fine. Love it. I thank every single one of you for being here. Had a couple of new people watching today. Darren Forrester, thanks for being here. I hope you liked what you saw. Even without Dougie, this is usually what you get from me. A little more Disney talk with other people. But again, hope you come back and watch. I see the clapping and the thumbs up, so I appreciate it. Don and my mods, thanks for posting social media and my oh my God, scrolling down the bottom. My mail, P.O. Box. Yeah, Dougie, what you got coming up? Anything coming up?
No, actually, now that I'm out of discussions, nothing planned.
Nothing planned, nothing. No solo streams coming up?
I just, as and when I feel like it, I throw them. I don't plan anything. Just when I feel like it, I'll be on.
Well, if you need somebody to talk to, let me know. I'm usually available. Today at 5 o'clock, if you guys have a chance, go check out on Jim, the More Sunshine Please channel. 5 Foolish Mortals will be on. And that is D&G Explorers, Jim, Charlie from Disney Nerd Herders, and Ben from Pepper Tree Villa. Not sure what they're discussing today, but they'll be on. This Our Dreams is on at 11. Go check out Jeff and Angela. Not sure what they got going on today, but they'll be on at 11. And tonight, 7 o'clock our time, what's that, midnight your time, Disney Dan will be on with Disney Fiasco. I will be on with Disney Dan. So will Charlie from Disney Nerd Herders, Charlie and Stacy, and Angela and Jeff. And we're going to be discussing our favorite Epcot pavilions. So this will be on episode 91 of Disney Fiasco. It's my first time on with Dan.
91, wow.
91, yeah. He's almost at that 100, and the 100th episode is going to be fantastic for what I've heard. And I will not get any further than that, but can't wait for that. But 91, Dan has invited myself on and the other guys. So we're going to be talking Epcot and favorite pavilion. So that's going to be fun. Even though everybody knows mine already, I can't wait to talk about it some more because I love it so much. So that's going to be, and I'm sure we're going to be talking food and more food because when me and Dan get together, that's all we seem to do is talk about food. So that's it, guys. Again, stay strong, stay healthy, stay positive. One hand wash at a time. We'll get through all of this. Disney is moving forward, and hopefully we'll all see it soon. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers. Happy Mother's Day to all you fathers who are also mothers to your children. There are a few of those. Jeff Resendiz, good morning. Welcome in, buddy. We are just signing off, and I saw Michelle DeQuilton was here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We are just signing off now. Again, it's Mother's Day tomorrow. Wish your mother a happy Mother's Day. Try to do the best that we can to celebrate with what we got right now. So I know we're all used to taking our mothers out and going to see them, and some of us can't. So I'll be visiting mine from the sidewalk. I'll reach over to the porch and hand her some flowers or something. So until the next time, I'll be on Tuesday with my Shooting the Breeze. Thursday, another food video will be out. And nothing with Charisse, because I know somebody made a comment that Carlos uses a lot of Charisse in this house. Next couple of videos does not have any. So besides that, guys, stay healthy, stay strong. Until the next time, see ya. We're going to be here a while. Are we on? Yeah, we're still on.
Still
so, welcome to another episode of